Yeah, so there's a truck, hold on. Sorry. Hey everyone, I'm Jessica Kramer for MRC-TV. Today we're asking people, is it racist to ask for this when purchasing alcohol? And if not, why is it racist to ask for this when you vote? Do you think that requiring to show an ID to purchase alcohol discourages illegal underage drinking?
Showing an ID would discourage them from underage drinking.
Yeah, do you think that's true? Like, do you think having to show an ID, like if you're underage, do you think that would discourage you from drinking because you can't legally buy alcohol, you can't go to a bar?
Yes. From personal experience, no.
Asking for a photo ID, does it discourage underage drinking?
Got to.
It's
Got to. Speaking for my generation, I was like learned to that was right. That kind of a policy was right policy.
I would say no. Yeah, I would say no as well.
I don't know. In my day, I used to pull a lot of hey misters, so that never really stopped me from drinking, honestly.
Because you have to prove that putting that restriction in place is gonna reduce the likelihood of somebody wanting to go or going out and getting a drink.
Now, do you think it's racist to ask somebody to show their ID to buy alcohol, to go to a bar, to go to a liquor store?
I have no idea. That's a little deeper than I was planning.
Well, I don't think that the race has anything with being 21.
Do you think it is racist to ask for an ID to buy alcohol?
No, negative. Because that's why, Brian? I don't know why.
Is it racist?
Yeah.
I don't see what that has to do with anyone's race.
I feel like there could be instances like that.
I mean, if everybody's being ID'd, I don't know. I don't really have a take on that.
But don't you think people just card because of your age? They don't card you because of your color.
I could see it, but I think it is something that exists in a much larger space than just like a one-time circumstance, if that would make sense.
Like, is there anything racist
No.
involved in purchasing alcohol? Is it about age or is it about race?
This is dope. How did we get here?
Do you think it's racist to ask for a photo ID for alcohol, to purchase alcohol, to go to a bar, to go to a liquor store?
Like where this interview is going, I don't really know what you're trying to get at. Like, what is the point of your question?
We're asking this question because we want to know, is it any different for voting?
Well, do they ask for ID when you go to vote?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, I feel like that's the law. Like, they have to make sure that you're like a citizen or whatever, but I personally don't agree with that either. Like, I don't really care who votes. Like, if you're here physically during voting day, cast your vote. I don't know, that's just me.
No, because I was asked to show my ID to vote.
Me too. I was also asked.
I think that might have been an age thing, though.
Well, no, I'm just asking the question.
I know, but it feels like you are trying to get at something, but like, what is it?
We're trying to ask if it's inherently racist to ask for an ID to do anything, including buying alcohol or even voting.
Well, I think that when you're talking about voting, you're getting into different systemic issues. Like, I know, you wanted to get at something else when you were asking that, but that's really an unfair way to approach the problem.
I would say that the U.S. has a really strict voting standards. That's why we have the lowest voter participation of any advanced country in the U.S.
Personally.
I feel it's the same as buying alcohol. It's whether you're old enough or if you're allowed.
Yeah.
I don't think that has anything to do with race either.
Right? What did you say? I don't know. So I think
I
that
don't think it's just like a lack of just apathy.
I mean, it might be a lack of apathy, but I also think that other countries have easier systems.
And I feel like I'm not very informed enough on the subject of how that would work for a lot of people. I think there are certain people that would not be able to have an identification just because some people don't have cars. So are they going to have a driver's license?
What if you're not a citizen though, and you don't have an ID?
Yeah, I get that. I don't know.
I feel like if we generalize it to you have to have a very specific ID, then that's going to take certain people outside of that.
No, I was just wondering, is it?
I think I just answered your question, and I think that's all I want to say about it.
Well, you need to legitimize yourself. So in order to get the right to vote,
Yeah.
you need to legitimize yourself first. So I think it's a legal thing to do, yeah.
You need to do it. I'm not good at this.
Okay, honestly, it's 3 questions. They're so straightforward. We're just asking
I don't know.